Blog Talk Radio.
Rockers in Recovery Media is dedicated to carrying the message of addiction recovery through music, news, events, and festivals taking place within and not limited to the clean and sober community.
Hey, good morning. Waking up blessed. It's a beautiful day. I'm John Hollis with Rockers in Recovery, and we're waking up blessed here this morning. Any day I get to wake up blessed, clean and sober, is a beautiful day. And when you consistently do that day after day, it's a beautiful thing, and you get to experience life in a brand new way. The show is dedicated to starting our day with inspirational stories of experience, strength, and hope. And, of course, it is sponsored by SoberMap app, which you can go to SoberMap.com and check that out. And there's all kinds of information there that you can do the download with and download it to your phone, iPhone or Android, and utilize the service to help you find a meeting in your area. That's what SoberMap app's all about. Also, you can check out rockersinrecovery.com and click on the Recovery Media Partners, and there's some addiction recovery resources there, like Clearbrook Treatment Centers out of Pennsylvania, Amethyst Recovery Center out of Port St. Lucie, the Shores Treatment and Recovery out of Port St. Lucie, and Hope and Grace Recovery Center out of Fort Lauderdale. These guys are there to be able to help people and get people back to a place of stability and, on the road to recovery. This morning we got a great guest, the Addict Chick. The Addict Chick has been on the show before. She's got a great message of hope, and most importantly, she's out there dedicating her life every day to helping people that are struggling to find hope and to give a message of hope. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to talk to Amanda. How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Good to have you on the show.
Good morning. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
It's a beautiful day. Any day we get to talk about recovery, huh?
I know that's right. How are you doing?
Everything is good in my world, by the grace of God. We have our one thing that we're dealing with, but God, takes care of those situations, and we have a follow-up on Lori's biopsy, her surgical biopsy. They did a second lumpectomy, and they're doing the follow-up for the margins on tomorrow. So we'll find out more and giving it to God and going from there. If they haven't hit the margins, they're talking about a full mastectomy, and then we go from there.
How is she feeling?
It's an amazing thing because Lori's 18 years clean and sober, and to watch her eloquently go through this process to the best of her ability and using the tools that she's gotten over the last 18 years is an amazing inspiration for me. And wow. I get to watch that every day, when you're out there and you're, for me, you know what I mean? When I start to bitch and moan about my life, all I have to do is look at my spouse.
Right.
And realize I got the world by the ass.
Exactly.
But you know what I mean? So this is it's a great, it's a great, I don't want to say it's a great experience, but it's an experience that I get to be able to see and watch somebody that's just profound in what she does.
Right. Well, you guys are definitely in my prayers. Lots of love for her. She's a badass chick.
Yeah, man.
Strong badass chick. And I love a badass chick.
Hey, listen, I figure it like this. She lasted 25 years with me. I was just getting ready.
She's doing good. She hasn't killed you yet?
Yeah. I told her, hey, listen, if you had killed me 20 years ago, you'd have been out by now.
Right. Yeah, it's good to talk to you again. It's been a minute.
Hey, listen, you got a lot of stuff going on, and you're doing a lot of great work. And one of the great things is that you're now with Amethyst Recovery Center, and they do a lot of work with rockers. And I was really glad to hear that you're part of the team over there. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing at Amethyst.
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. I feel so blessed to be there. Great group of people. Definitely great motivation. They are, looking to help people, save lives. they're on the ground every single day, everybody that I work with, just trying to save one person, trying to help one person, get help, spread the message of hope. They're on social media just being real honest, too, real open about what we've all struggled with and getting people, to reach out for help and helping parents. That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed is that we have such a huge reach to the parents that are struggling, that are watching their children go through addiction. And it's really inspiring to be working with such amazing people, truly. I feel very blessed to be where I'm at, and I'm happy and, working my butt off, trying to spread the message here. I'm right now in the Outer Banks. My husband lives here. He's a fisherman, so I'm here for the summer, and meeting a lot of great people here. The community here for recovery is very strong. The sheriff's office, the department, they have a drug task force. That all of our people are armed with Narcan, and they're just trying to save people. So that's where I'm at right now. Super happy and excited to be here and just help people.
It's funny because I think it's September 15th, World Sober Music Day is going to be playing in a cafe on the Outer Banks.
Really?
And yeah. I'll get you more information on that. But you can go to at World Sober Music Day on Facebook, and all the information is pretty much right there. But it's going to be it's a cool thing. It's going to be like an acoustic setup. They'll have a couple of bands there, but from what I understand, they're doing it there. They're doing it in Nashville, and they're doing it at the 101 Club in Pompano Beach, and it's kind of a cool way to be able to get the message of hope out there, and it's and they're benefiting the money that they're raising through this. I think is going towards family members that have lost addicts and have children left behind, and the money is to support the children left behind.
Oh, I love that. I'll reach out to them and see what I can do to help and get involved. That's awesome.
Yeah, Paul Wilson is the guy you want to talk to. He's really an amazing dude, and has, he's been around. I think he's like 17, 18 years sober too. Just a great guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
And him and his wife Pat are all about helping others for sure.
That's
so
awesome.
Let me ask you this. It's been a while, and some new people are listening. So let's talk about how you wake up blessed every morning and what's it mean to you.
Waking up every morning is like, it is a blessing. I'm lucky, especially since I get on Facebook and I see so many people that are not waking up, post about people that are dying, and it's every single day. And it's heartbreaking. So I feel blessed. I feel lucky. I'm incredibly grateful every single day. And I'm, that's why it's so important, I think, to be like open about my addiction, to spread hope that, we do recover, and, to help as many people as we can, for sure. I don't know, I'm so grateful for my life. Sometimes I wake up and I have to pinch myself because recovery has given me such an amazing life. My life is so much better than it ever was, even before drugs. I have such a deep empathy for people. I'm surrounded by the most amazing people in the world. People in recovery and people that have gotten clean, they're so courageous and so brave, and they have this desire to help other people. And I don't think any of us, I shouldn't say any of us, but not many people I think are born like that. For me, it came with the addiction, and it came with getting clean. The way that I see people is completely different, and I'm grateful for that.
There's a scary trend on social media that concerns me at times. When you have somebody that's out there and they're really trying to help, and they're online, people like, Tim and yourself and other folks that are really advocating for recovery and getting out there and talking with people. One of the things that really concerns me, I think, is like when I start to see, hey, you don't have to do any treatment. All you need is $1 in a meeting. Something, hey, listen, I don't know about you, but that message tends to kill people, in my opinion. So what do you think of that message? When you see somebody say, hey, listen, you don't need to go to treatment, just go to a 12-step organization. Everything will be fine.
That's a tough one. I think 12 steps help a lot of people, and I think that, you have to meet them where they're at. And if you've got somebody who isn't willing to get treatment, and that is the only option, like, and you can get them into a meeting, if you can't get them onto, a bus to a treatment center, I think, anything that you can do to even start the process is important. But I also have a hard time with anybody that doesn't have the resources to help somebody, like, spitting that out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, when I, before I worked for Amethyst, when people would reach out for me for help, I would refer them to somebody else because I did not have the resources to give them. I wasn't equipped to do that. I would definitely, like, listen to them, talk to them, but I wouldn't, I definitely wouldn't be offering advice, like, if I didn't have the resources to help them. And I definitely suggested 12-step meetings. If somebody was struggling, especially if they'd been struggling and they hadn't even tried a 12-step meeting, and that was the only thing they would be willing to do. I mean, honestly, I get to the point that I'm so desperate, if anything can help somebody, I will advocate it. You know what I mean? But I don't know how I feel about that, I guess. People on social media giving advice like that. I mean, did it work for them? Maybe it did.
I think it's and I think the point in what I'm trying to bring out here is that, this is not a cookie cutter approach. There's so many different variations that happen that, hey, listen, I'm a member of a 12-step organization, so, I get it, and, something that's helped me immensely, and I live the principles to the best of my ability every day. Thank God we got a 10-step. So each day I get it, but when I see somebody say, you don't need to do that. All you need is to go to a meeting. It's scary to the point where there's some people that are dealing with some emotional issues that, for me, I could not deal with the steps alone. I needed to seek outside help, and hospitalization is part of that. And that's what they say in the book. That, something, that period of defogging, that period of hospitalization is needed in some cases.
Well, 100%. I think we all, like, suffer from more than just the drug addiction, right? The problems are deeper, and some of that is, like, mental health issues. That's, sexual trauma. There's all kinds of things that, doctors are equipped to handle. You know what I mean? And 12 steps, I think, is a great fellowship. I have nothing bad to say. I don't talk bad about anything like that. It helps me. I know it helps countless other people. But, we're not medical doctors.
Nope.
That helps. 12 steps are great for the spiritual problems that we have. I believe that. The things that we need spiritually, but nothing, for somebody with mental health issues or, any other kind of trauma. I definitely think medical treatment's important. I would never advise somebody to forego that and go to just 12 steps. Absolutely not.
See, and it was a combination, by the grace of God, dealing with the core issues, the anxiety and all those feelings and the depression that were all coming out of what you said. You know what I mean? The tip of the iceberg is really, what it looks like on the outside. That underneath, that huge bottom of the iceberg was all those emotional issues that I hadn't dealt with for many, many years, man. So I couldn't, listen, I had done several 4 steps and, relapsed. And it wasn't until I went in and started to deal with a therapist one-on-one and started to deal with those core issues that things started to change.
Right. Well, do you still see a therapist, or are you still just doing?
I seen a therapist from when I came back in June of 2015 to about the middle part of the summer of 2016. And, something I was able to, I spent a year doing that, you know what I mean? What I can tell you is the benefit from that, along with working the steps with a sponsor, along with doing the things that I was doing and reaching out and helping others. And, besides Rockers in Recovery, the things that I was doing personally for my, my recovery was definitely a benefit for me to combine what I needed to combine to deal with the trauma issues that I had dealt with in the past. Listen, when it comes right down to it, when you start to deal with at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old and you're being sexually molested during that time period, and you carry that your whole life, and it's something that you might have put into your 4 step, But what it did to me was it just brought up the issues more.
Right.
It was like I talked about it for a second, and my sponsor was like, "Oh yeah, I can relate." But what it did was it brought up all those emotions, and what do you do with them? All that anger and all that. You know what I mean? So if I hadn't gone somewhere else, I would have continued just doing what was happening. So I'm really glad that we're talking about it today, because I believe that if you're really, really dealing with some issues and you're out there and you're struggling and you're going through the program and you're saying to yourself, this ain't working, it's not your fault.
Right.
You need to be able to find and seek help. And that's why places like Amethyst are around. That's why I put places out there that I believe are there to help people like yourself and like Amethyst and many other folks that are doing the right thing by people. So that being said, I'm really glad that we're talking about this.
Me too. And I was going to ask you something. Don't you have an event coming up pretty soon?
We have. We're working on it right now. We're putting together a breast cancer awareness event. It's not going to be a Rockers in Recovery event. It's going to be a breast cancer awareness event for Leon County. But we're in the process of putting it together, and we're running into issues up here, believe it or not, with venues. So
really,
more will be more will be revealed. We're working on it. I got like three that. I got three more that we're looking at, and a part of the issue is that we've been in Tallahassee for about a year now, and they haven't had the organization like South Florida. And we were dealing with Broward County Parks and Recreation for many years. So after doing as many as we've done in down there and across the country, people just knew that there's no problems with it. Up here, they tend to think that, wow, you're going to have a bunch of drug addicts in a park. Oh, my God, you're going to play music?
Really?
So we're getting through it.
Terrible.
Yeah, we're getting through it.
The stigma is so real sometimes. It just amazes me that, there's that kind of problem still.
Well, here's the amazing part to me, that God in His infinite wisdom, I believe that puts people like ourselves, me and you, in a place where we get to be able to show people what the face of recovery looks like. Because until they see that event, until they see what Rockers in Recovery is hosting, and they see the outcome of it, and they go, "Oh wow, that was really, really enlightening," or "Oh wow, that can help people." I don't think that that stigma will start to change. Things like that start to happen in our communities.
I gotcha. I understand. That's the whole idea. Like right now in the Outer Banks, what I'm trying to do is get real plugged in around the islands and talk to the right people and hopefully get an event going here in the next few months. A cool event, a good recovery event.
That would be very cool. Matter of fact, you should that's. I think that anytime you do that and you can introduce, again, the face of recovery to somebody, you can show them what recovery looks like. I believe that, it's an immense gift that you as a person get to be able to stand in front of others and say, hey, listen, this is where I came from. This is where I'm at right now in my life, and these are the people that that I associate with today. And when people see that, they're amazed. They really are.
Yeah, and that's my story. Drug addiction can happen to anybody at any point in their life. You know that I was 34 before I started doing drugs. I made one mistake and screwed my life up, but I got clean. And people get clean every single day. That it doesn't matter who you are, you can still get clean. Nobody's written off in my book. Nobody's without hope. Nobody's not worth saving or helping anybody. I want everybody to get clean. I want everybody to make it.
I think one of the coolest things is what you had said when we first met about redemption, and I've always kind of, since we've met, I've carried that with me, because there are people out there that you think, wow, they can't be redeemed. That's not the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? The redemption is there for everybody.
I agree 100%. I mean, I was that homeless junkie on the side of the road without shoes on my feet. My hair was like, if you've ever seen my mugshot, it's like terrible. You would not even recognize me. But, if somebody were to look at me, they would think, she's a write-off. Just let her die. Who cares if she dies? She's a drain on society. But, like, I came back from it. I was worth saving. My mother thought I was worth saving. God thought I was worth saving. And so, no, nobody is beyond redemption. Everybody's worth saving.
Beautiful message of hope. And I want to, of course, thank you for being a part of our world. What's on the agenda in the coming weeks or months that you're going to be doing with Amethyst? Give us a little bit of what's coming up.
Well, actually, a cool thing that I'm working on right now that I'm about to launch is another book. It's called Conversations with an Addict. Amethyst is going to help me get it up off the ground. But basically, I'm going to collect stories from other addicts, short stories of hope, and put it together in a book and then donate all the proceeds to charity. And I'm going to launch that on my page. And that way, because, a lot of people have great stories, right? But they lack the ability or the money to get a book off the ground and get it published and marketed and all that. But, there's so many great stories of hope, and I'd love to put those together into a book, and publish it. I will get it published, and Amethyst is going to help me get it all built. So I'm going to launch that this month. I'll do a live feed on it and announce the rules on how to submit your stories, and definitely going to be looking for a charity to donate the profits to. So I'll send that to you if you want to help me when I'm ready to launch it.
It'd be great.
I'll send you the information. Yeah,
there's a lot of great organizations out there that are really doing the right thing, and
right.
Absolutely. Rockers and Recovery Radio and Productions is a for-profit company. Then how we usually work stuff, and it's kind of cool the way that you're doing this, because what we do is when we go into an area, let's say we put on an event as a for-profit, we then have people that sponsor the event, and they're able to do that through the media platforms. And then what we do is we invite 2 or 3 nonprofits from the local area to come in, so that way people can donate directly to the nonprofits, and it doesn't go through Rockers. It goes right to direct donations to the people that are on the ground doing the work.
Exactly. That's awesome.
So absolutely. I'm willing to help.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's something that I tried to do when my first book had just barely come out, because I was getting so many people messaging me their stories, and I wanted to help everybody. But unfortunately, at that time, I wasn't in a place where I was able to get that up off the ground. So Amethyst has come in, and they're going to help me get this done, and I'm really excited. I think it'll be a really good opportunity for people to submit their stories and get their message out there in a way that they never would have been able to before.
Great stuff, man. Well, listen, where can they find you? Give everybody your information.
Facebook is Addict Chick, Instagram Addict, www.addictchick.com is my website. My book can be found on Amazon. It's an ebook also on Audible, iTunes, Google Play, and it's available in paperback, audiobook, electronic book, and hardback.
And you can also check her out. You can also check her out at amethystrecovery.org, and of course, you can also, if you're seeking help, you can reach out to, of course, the Addict Chick on Facebook.
Yep,
but you can also call 877-957-6237. Ask for Michael. He's a great guy. He works along, of course, with the Addict Chick. These guys put things together and make people's change, significant. So we thank you for all the work that you guys do and the work that you do.
Thank you, and all the work you do. You're awesome. You have a great show. You're amazing, and thank you for having me on, and I will talk to you soon.
Yeah, man. We'll keep updating and have you back on next month, see where you're at.
Yeah, sweet. That's awesome. I love that.
You rock, Addict Chick.
You rock, too. All right, baby. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Of course, Waking Up Blessed is an opportunity, of course, to share inspirational stories of experience, strength, and hope, and it's brought to you by SoberMap. You can check it out at SoberMap app, and that's SoberMap.com. And, of course, we want to thank the Addict chick for being on with us this morning on Waking Up Blessed and talking about how waking up blessed means to her and the stories and inspiration that she brings. Tomorrow's going to be a great show. We have on David Usikian of the Hooters and also Smash Palace. Been working with them for a couple of years, but Smash Palace just came out with a new hit, and it's called It Happened to Me, and we're going to play it on the way out right now. So if you could, check out Smash Palace on Facebook. It's at Smash Palace Music. And It Happened to Me, David Usikian and Smash Palace.
To treat or diagnose any health or mental health issue of any kind. If you feel you need help for any health-related issues, please contact a physician or mental health professional. The opinions expressed by our guests are not necessarily those of Rockers in Recovery.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.